And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a return that was as they put points on the board with that 91-yarder. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Buckeyes' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking to throw, it's Bowman. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and then we're setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Williams. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First down here for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
On the option. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. To the air, it's Raiola. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
Kentucky right back to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
And he takes this from in, and the ball's free deep in his own territory. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He steps out of bounds, almost able to put some points on the board on this final play of the 1st quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Back to throw, it's Bowman. Fires to the wide out. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
He's got an open man. Oh, look out! He's at the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Line gets set, first down. Back to pass, it's Bowman. He's right on target. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds his tight end. It's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Bunch formation for these receivers. On second down, looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Powers forward. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They may have to give this guy a Homestead exemption in the end zone. He spent so much time in there, and we're not even at halftime.
I've lost count. I don't know. That's probably on your stat sheet in front of you. But goodness gracious, that's at least 3 that I can remember. So he's having a heck of a day.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wildcats will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the pummeling has started.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Bulls his way forward. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Looking to pass. It's Bowman. Getting some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's looking to pass. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. On the move, it's Williams. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to throw, it's Bowman. Finds the tight end. Makes the catch and knocked down. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. The play action fake. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He fires it out to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe.
And the pass hits, picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Kentucky going quickly. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what?
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This is a 3rd and long. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Makes a move. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. The kickoff team is out there, and their #1 job is to make sure one special teams touchdown isn't answered with another one. He'll start the return inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win,